Good evening. How are you? I hope I find you well in this nice sunny day here. So we start off with our hymns. Join me in the hymns. I didn't put on the orchestra. I forgot about it. You can't think of everything, can you? You'd want a computer. A little bell that'd ring and say, hymn to you, or you forget something. Mm. Music. Music maestro, please, but he's off duty. So we start off with our usual hymn first. Sweetheart of Jesus, fount of love and mercy, today we come thy blessing to implore. Oh, touch our hearts, so cold and so ungrateful, and make us love thee more and more each day. Sweetheart of Jesus, we adore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Sweetheart of Jesus, make us pure and gentle, and teach us how to do thy blessed will, to follow close the print of thy dear footsteps, and when we fall, sweetheart, oh, love us still. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore, oh, make us love thee more and more. Hope you like that, little gentleman. Now, Hail, Queen of Heaven, the ocean star, guide of the wanderer, he here below. Thrown on life's surge, we claim thy care. Save us from peril and from woe. Mother of Christ, Star of the sea, pray for the wanderer, pray for me. O gentle, chaste, and spotless maid, we sinners make our prayers to thee. Remind thy Son that he has paid the price of our iniquity. Virgin most pure, Star of the sea, pray for the sinner, pray for me. Now, O Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the works thy hands had made, I see the stars, I hear the mighty thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shouts of acclamation and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then shall I bow in humble adoration and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Isn't that lovely? Doesn't that put a little bit of cheer into your spirit? You start whistling before you know where you are. So we'll proceed to, as my uncle Garda used to say, he always proceeded. He never went, he proceeded in a kind of an orderly manner. And one time he was told by the sergeant, wherever he was stationed down the country somewhere, he wound up in Clontarf, sitting nice and handy there, and pushing a pen. Very nice, thank you very much. So I said, go out and get fellas that haven't got lights on their bicycles. That was the everybody had a bicycle. Cars were a scarce commodity. Only solicitors and doctors and perhaps the parish priest might have had a bit of a motor. He was hardly on a bicycle. So out he went and he stopped the fellow down the light. He says to the lad, you haven't got a light on your bicycle. And it was dark and he had the flash lamp. I know I haven't, he says, but what about it? And he circled off. So he was left. He thought, this is not a good job. So he got no summons. So the sergeant got fed up, sent him out because he never summoned anyone. He didn't want to get some clear off or that. Don't be bothering us. We're going home from work and it's pitch dark, but maybe the moon was out or something. It wouldn't be spilling rain, but if it was, it was out spilling rain. Anyway, just a humorous story. Why did I come out with that? Well, I don't really know because sometimes you have to sort of look at things in a humorous fashion, don't you? Can't take things too serious because you'd be blue in the face. Now, for example, I don't know what you do with your bottles or cans. There's heaps of looking out queer looking machines. They must have cost a fortune. Now, I don't suffer from the business of going to machines and trying to put in bottles. No, thanks very much. I have more things to do to bring bottles in my bag and start acting a cod like that. Now get rid of them some other way in the recycling bins and that kind of thing. But then I put them outside of cardboard boxes and then about every 6 weeks or 2 months when I have sufficient papers and this, that, and the other, I go to the recycling in Kells. €2, thank you very much, as you go in. And I have my stuff in bags and whatever it is that I need to get rid of, and I get rid of it that way. I'm not bothering going to a machine and acting a cod like that, and sometimes the bottles come back out at you. I think I saw people that, and they were blue in the face trying to use it. So they give up the ghost and come with bags, bottles. So the recycling bins or whatever. No, they're not. They get money back or credit notes or something. I don't know how this machine is able to throw these things out. They're fierce looking yokes. Must have cost a fortune, whatever's going on. It's the Green Party that are they behind all this chronology. But I see people blue in the face put it in bottles and they're coming back out. And then some ones are able to probably do some bit of a deal to put them in and they don't come back out of them. But suffice to say, I wouldn't be bothered about that record. Suppose then there's a queue. And with the bottles, by the time you get up to the top of the queue, the machine is full. And then there's a little sign saying you can go a couple of miles to another one and it mightn't be full. What would you be doing that for? It costs you more money running around. Different if you're going to be shopping, but that means you have a whole heap of bottles. And then the place where you shop, the next thing is they won't take them and coming back out at you. So you don't get sick of that. So you say, I'm not going to be bringing any more bags of bottles to these things. So just throwing this. The Green Party, what did they do with their bottles? Are they exempt? They're crowding the door. I think they're up to no good. I hope when somebody comes in, they just get rid of all them big looking machines. I can't see the sense to them. I think it's another form of tax, isn't it? Yeah. Stealth. Save the planet. If it's raining, you might say, ipso facto, take it, we do something, and next thing it stops raining. Perhaps you're able to organise somebody to turn off the tap. If you believe that, you believe in fairies. And these are the ones that be in the woods and dancing around mushrooms or something, whatever they're at. So these are little stories that we come up with, and I don't know how wherever you are now. This is in this country. Is this carry on going on in other countries? Is this something to do with the EU? I often think of there was a thing, a film one time. I don't know, was it EU or something like that? And there was a little fella, and he could do all sorts of little miracles. And it was a very peculiar fella. I didn't know what to make of it. It wasn't the EU lad, was it? A little sort of a fella that could, someone in his thumb, and he could do something. So these are all the strange things that's going on, isn't it? I wonder, is there this business in other countries? Now, besides the EU, or in all the countries in the EU that are putting bottles into these machines and sometimes they're coming back out at you. Or if they go in, maybe the business of giving a receipt is not working. It's, shall we say, malfunctioning. I wonder, have they got them in the United States, in Canada? Is that where all the people is go to these supermarkets and putting in bottles? And then they make out the machine won't pick their particular bottles. So what are you going to do with your bottles? Now, I know years ago when I was young, there was bottles, milk was in bottles, and putting up the top, there was a grand bit of cream. And sometimes you try to get your paws on that. It's lovely. Put it on something, and gee, you're as happy as Larry. You had a bit of cream put out in a bottle, and then you brought it, you put them out, the milkman up and come around, and he took your bottles and left you a couple of other bottles with milk in it. And that sort of thing, and you brought them back to the shop. So they had crates and usually had them outside the counter, because if it was in behind the counter, then you wouldn't be able to move about in the shop, because there was a lot of grocery shops. But there were bottles, so they were recyclable, but you didn't have to put them into a machine. And that business, they were very simple, and they were recycled and used again. There was dairies, there was Lucan Dairies in Dublin, there was Merville Dairies, and there was dairies down the country as well, making butter. But best of butter. Riverstown Dairies was one that was in Boyle, and then there was another one. And then there was bakers baking their own bread, sluice pans and all the rest of it. There was two in Boyle, Murphy's and Egan's. They were up on Green Street, and Murphy's was up on Elphin Street. I remember them going around, and they went around to small shops around the country, giving them bread, and sometimes houses. And there was milkmen going around and giving them the houses. So these are the copy with the days. Now you have to pump stuff to go to supermarkets. I prefer the old times, and oftentimes to put things on the slate. Because money might have been scarce. It might have been with you were a farmer waiting to sell animals or something like that, so you got credit. You won't get credit now from the supermarkets. Oh no, you get the bums rush out the door. And you go in there and say you'll put it on the slate, and I'm expecting something. Oh, thank you very much. Security, they'll ring a little bell. Next thing is you're hoosed out. Anyway, that's it. And I'll talk about something else. These things just hopped into my head because I saw people putting bottles in these things. Someone was coming back out and they were blue in the face. And I just said to myself, what are they doing? I wouldn't be bothered. I won't be buying them bottles. I'll get some other sort of bottle. There was a company called the Irish Bottle Company. I don't know where they went. Did they run out of bottles of them? I know.